Hello all, I am Dr. Anand Nayyar, PhD in Computer Science. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Gyan with Anand Nayyar. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned to all the technology videos on Linux administration, open source, Windows administration, embedded systems, Kali Linux, simulations, big data, machine learning, programming, deep learning, IoT, virtualization, unboxings and many more. If you want to know more about the details of my video, you can click on the playlist and you can find more details of the videos on which I make on my YouTube channel. If you want to know more about my research, you can go to Google Scholar and you can search my name Dr. Anand Nayyar and you can find all my research papers over here. And similarly, you can even go to researchgate.net and you can find my detailed profile and even my level of research over here, and you can find all the coordinates of my current research scenarios on this website. And similarly, you can even go to google.com and you can search my name as Anand Nayyar and you can find my website and every coordinates of my research, everything over this search. So I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned. Gyan with Anand Nayyar, your ultimate resource for technology. Thank you. Hello researchers, how are you? I hope you are fine and doing well. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to install Antergos Linux on VMware Workstation 14 Pro. Now, before we dive in the installation part of Antergos Linux on VMware Workstation, let us first of all understand something introduction and some history and some package management about Antergos. Antergos is a Linux distribution based upon Arch Linux. It uses the GNOME 3 desktop environment by default, but it can also employ the Cinnamon, Mate, KDE Plasma 5, Deepin and XFCE based desktop environments. It was released on July 12 as Synack, and by May 2013 it was ranked among the top 30 most popular distributions at DistroWatch. The word Antergos means ancestors was chosen to link the past with the present. If we talk of the developer name, the developer was Alexandre Filgueira and his team, and it belongs to Unix-like family. It is under the current working state, and on regular intervals the latest versions are released. The source model is open source, and the initial release was done on 7th May 2012, about 5 years ago, and the latest release is version 18 or something. If we can go to downloads over here, you can find that the latest download, if we click over here, that is the latest install media. If we click on install download ISO, so you can find that the latest download ISO is about 18.2 version. So I have already downloaded, so I will not waste my internet on downloading it again. And if we talk of some history, initially the project began as Synack and the desktop environment used by the distribution was Cinnamon, a fork of the GNOME shell developed by the Linux Mint team. In 2013 April, the team switched the desktop environment from Cinnamon to GNOME 3.6, giving the difficulty of keeping the Cinnamon in the repositories of a rolling release like Arch Linux. The distribution was accordingly renamed to Antergos and released under the new name in May 2013. So other changes which include is the Nautilus replacing the Nemo file manager, GDM replaces MDM as desktop manager, and MP3 replaces Bitgin as the messaging client. So even till to date, lots of changes are being made. So if we talk of package management, Antergos is a rolling release and utilizes Arch Linux official repositories and the OR along with its own software repositories. It is a Pacman based distribution with a graphical installer, and package management is via Pacman and with a GUI front end. So Antergos doesn't come with the default Office suite. So if you want to install, you can find the LibreOffice installer for Arch Linux, which you can download and manually install it. So it is one of the again beautiful Linuxes which you can find. So the official website is called Antergos, and I will be leaving the link to this website to my description below, and you can find more things about download, community, info, developers, donate, partners, everything you can find on this website. So the latest release which we are using in this video on filming, that is 18.2, which was launched on February 6, 2018, which is about 4 days back. So the total release date is about 4 days, and we are using the latest version over here. And you can see that almost every month we can see that the new version is coming on, and it is under the consistent rolling release. So let's go to the VMware Workstation and let's click on create a new virtual machine. So let us click on next and let's click on this I will install the operating system later. So let's click on next. So to go for this, that is Linux, and we can take that is Linux kernel. We can go for this, that is Linux kernel, that is 4.x or later, or whatever you want to install, but preferably you can choose this option. So click on next. So I just give it the name, that is Antergos Linux 18.2 2018. So I just click on next and I allocate about 30 GB of disk space. Even you can allocate more, but minimum I recommend is to allocate minimum 30 GB of disk space. So click on next and I click on customize hardware. So first of all, I just increase the RAM and I just increase the amount of processor cores, that is to number 2, and I click on new DVD and I click on ISO and I go to my desktop. You can see under my operating system folder it is already downloaded. If I right click over here and I click on properties, you see that it is about 1.88 GB of size. So I click on open and you can see that it is being set it out. So click on close and everything is set out, looks good. So I click on finish and now let us fire this operating system. Let's click on power on this virtual machine and I just go to click on this I finish installing and I click on view and full screen. So you can see a beautiful logo has come. So you can see that there are 3 options: boot from hard disk, start Antergos live, or non-graphical boot. So in order to install it, let's go to the middle option, that is start Antergos live. So let's press enter. So the Linux kernel is being loaded and we have to wait for some time in order for to see the graphical interface over there. So you see that some options have started coming and it has started booting. So it will take some time in order to bring us to the main graphical desktop, that is Genome 3, because previously it was a Cinnamon. So today we don't have the Cinnamon, we have the Genome 3. So let's wait for it. It is very fast. So after installation, I will be giving you some overview of this Linux, and I will be also telling you how to install the VMware based services so that you can copy paste or download or copy paste the folder inside this distribution for your add-on works. Very simple and very easy to do. I love this Linux. Okay, so you can see that Cinchi automatic updates are already available. So let's go for this, that is show applications. So let's go for this, that is installer. So you can see that install Antergos Linux is there. So just click over here. So it will start with the updates. So you can see that use Antergos without making any change. So click on try it, but if you want to try it, but if I want to create permanent install, I just click on install it. So it is loading. So the first option that we have come, that is the Cinchi 0.14.410, that is the language. So I click on language, that is English. It is okay. So after that you see that about 8 GB minimum space is required. It is plugged to power source, connected to internet, it is updated, so everything is okay. So we can proceed beautifully. So location, you can see that I can take the default. If I go with show all locations, so I just go downstairs if I can find Vietnam, where I am here. Okay, so it is not there, so I can just take USA, I think so. Okay, so I can take anything that is United States. It is okay for me. So click on next, and Ho Chi Minh is Vietnam, so it has selected. So I click on next, and the English language is okay for me, so I click on next. And GNOME, you can see that various other desktop environments are available, that is Base, Cinnamon, Deepin, KDE, Mate, OpenBox, XFCE. So you just have to select any other. So for the default I can take GNOME, but rest you can take any desktop and installation will remain everything that is the copy paste, so same to same. So click on next, And if you want to add some archivability, you can click on over here. So I just on this archivability support. I want the Firefox browser to be installed. I want Flash plugins. Even I want the long-term technical support. I even want the LibreOffice. So whatever you have to do, you can even just have to on, and everything will be downloaded during installation. So even if you want to add other things or after installation, you can do it afterwards also. So I just take it these options only. So I click on next and I click on close. So how do you like to proceed is selecting the mirror list, so it is okay. So let's click on next. So it will demand that it erase the hard disk, so I just want that everything should go on default. So I click on next, and now it is updating and optimizing some mirror list. It will take some time, and once it gets completed, we just restart with the video. So you can see that it has given us the options. So now, so override everything on the drive, it is okay for me. So I click on next. So you see that everything is working on beautifully, and these things will be downloaded and installed during the installation. So I click on next, and now you can see that we can continue. So click on yes. So over here we have to just type our name, my name, and computer name I can take that as Anand-PC. For username I can choose my name and password. So it is good. So I click on save, and now you can see that it is getting the packages, it is getting ready, and it is updating the package manager security also. So depending on the speed of the net connection, your speed of computer, it can take around about 15 to 20 minutes to, you can see that packages are being downloaded. So about 10 to 15 minutes it will take, not more than that, to install and update all the packages. So till it install, I just keep on switching the video in between also. So let's wait for it. You can see that packages are being downloaded and updated from internet. So depending on the speed of your net connection, it will take some time. So installation will continue, and I will be switching the video in between. So almost 52%, that is above half of the installation is being done. It has taken about 5 to 6 minutes to work till here, and rest it can even take more than 5 to 7 minutes to complete it. So let's wait for installation to proceed and finish. So almost we are at the 3/4 completion of our installation. So as you can imagine that everything depends on your net connection speed, and about 850 total packages are being downloaded and installed. So about 90% has been done. Now you can see that the most important package, that is Python, and the latest version 3.6.4-2 is being downloaded. So I think so that Antergos is very manageable distribution in which everything, if it downloads the latest. So let's go with the full screen now, because we are on the verge of completion. So let's drag over here in the center. So you can see that JSON Corp, CMake, different packages are being there. So almost we can say that almost 800 packages are on the verge to complete. So only 40 packages are now left, I think so, almost. So you can see that the beauty of this Linux is that everything is latestly fetched from the internet, installed from the internet, and then it is given to the user, which is very good and very important. So this encourages me that I can use it more on the front end than any other Linuxes, that it always keep to stay up to date and everything, you can say. So almost we are done with this installation. Yes. So the last package is being downloaded, that is wget, and it is resolving some dependencies. Now it is downloading the Linux kernel, that is 4.15.2-2, which is the latest again. So again you can see that it is 64-bit, so 64-bit Linux is being installed. So Just wait for it to get downloaded and complete. Some licenses, automake. So even add-on packages are very much good which are being downloaded. So now I think so that packages are complete and it is checking the integrity, that whether everything finds or not. So very fine. So upgrading the databases, community database and multi-lib database, because it is based on Arc, so all these things are updated. So add-on packages are being downloaded. So nothing was from the DVD or the CD or the ISO image, it was everything which is fetched from the internet. That is coolly nice, very coolly nice. So I think so it will not take much time now. Okay, so it is okay, so let's click on close. So sometimes some packages could not be installed, so it is being done. So let us go and reboot the package. So till it restarts, let me pause the video for some time. So you see, so you can see that it is booting up successfully. So let's wait for it to completely boot. It will take some time. So now you can see that it has booted successfully. So this is a beautiful wallpaper. So in this video I have demonstrated how to install Antergos Linux, that is 18.2 2018 on VMware Workstation. So do give this a shot, do like this video, do comment and do even share this video, and do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.